is your boy L Boogie. Just wanted to let you know that here on Guilty by Association's podcast, we are shedding light on life experiences from our own guilty flaws, lessons learned, and still learning as men, and taking a positive outlook from negative circumstances. With a mix of tackling hot topics impacting us in our communities today, GBA is about making moves. So we'll be diving deep and shedding light on important social issues that keep you in motion. So come take a ride with us through this thing called life, with exciting discussions and interviews that will be brutally honest, but fun. But remember, as you enjoy, you'll be guilty by associations.
You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis. All right, what's going on, good peoples?
What's going on, man? It seems like it's been a minute.
Yeah, this is it. What's up, fellas? This is it. The year's flown by.
Yeah. Well, just let's make sure we reintroduce ourselves to our listeners. I know it has been a minute, but I'm Alexander.
I'm Big Mike.
I'm L Boogie.
We're in the building. So this episode is an exciting episode, fellas. You know, again, we know we always do it big for every episode. This is our 2021 year-end wrap-up.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
It's
That's
beginning
crazy.
to look a lot like Christmas.
It's definitely that time of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yes,
So,
sir.
you know, we want to make sure happy holidays to you fellas. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy,
Yes.
Relax, enjoy the fam.
Appreciate
You know
it.
what I'm saying? But no doubt, I'm really looking forward to this episode, though.
Yes,
yeah,
we
I'm
got
looking forward too. I got a lot to say.
some
Oh,
heat
boy.
on this one, boy. I got
Oh,
some heat
boy.
on this one.
But you know what's also exciting, fellas? This is our first year-end wrap-up. You know what I'm saying? It's our first year-end wrap-up.
Right.
Yes,
So
Many
this
more.
is definitely exciting. It's
Many
definitely
more to
gonna be
come.
our- Yeah, more to come. Exactly. All right, so we decided, just so our listeners, again, thank you all for rocking with us this year. I know we're supposed to say that towards the end, but I got to say it in the beginning too. We just appreciate y'all rocking with us this year. But I think this one is going to be fun because we're got a few things for our homework this time on some interesting topics on our year wrap up. So just to switch things up a little bit, I'm going to mix around here on this assignment. Let's start off with the song or album of the year. The song or album of the year.
I'm
You
interested.
want to take a dive on that first? You know?
I can go first. This year was kind of actually hard for me, man. I mean, I didn't have no real standout songs like remember when Happy came out, and certain songs would just stand out. This year, yeah, man, that was the joint. Dog, if you ain't think that was, what song was bigger than that year?
What year was that?
What song was big?
Not for Big Mike, though. I wouldn't imagine Happy.
Yeah, I'm like,
Happy,
like,
but hey, man, I'm
you
versatile,
throwing me off
baby.
with that.
But Happy, yeah, I mean, there's really no standout songs that I really had this year. I mean, now I know a lot of people talk about the Anderson .Peak album. I haven't heard it personally myself, but a lot of people talk about that. It's the one with the gentleman who's collabing with Bruno Mars. I hear a lot. I hear a lot of people talking like
That's Anderson Pop.
Yeah, I haven't listened to it yet. Another song, I don't too much care for it, but man, every time I see somebody in a workout video or TikTok, a lot of people be playing that Drake "Sexy" song. I've been seeing that a lot, but like I said, I'm not a big fan of that song, but there really wasn't a standout song to me or album this year to me. But y'all might say something, I might be like, oh, dang, I forgot about that. So,
well, I got to say that I will say, one thing about Bruno Mars that I really like, that I think that he has done a good job as bringing that soul, and even that guy. What's the gentleman name again? You said that
Anderson .Paak.
I know.
Yeah, I like what they bringing back to music though. You know what I'm saying? To that classic R&B, soul. I like that, especially from young artists like that. I think
I
it's
like the
one thing
vocals.
I gotta say. I think R&B has definitely been holding it down compared to hip hop, in my opinion.
People been getting slaughtered in hip hop with the verses, boy. Some people need to sit home. For real.
Yo, bro, what about you? Song album of the year?
Well, kind of going along the route you guys were just talking about, the song of the year to me was "Leave the Door Open" by Silk Sonic. I know y'all talking about the same group. So
Yeah.
Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, real talented. Both of those cats, man.
Yeah.
Anderson .Paak as an instrumentalist and Bruno as a vocalist. The vibe they put together, I think, is real cool. But that "Leave the Door Open," I think that was a song. Yeah, because you know why? When everybody, when they come on, stop what they're doing and start singing it, that kind of makes me say that's a song of the year.
Yeah.
Think about when Busta Rhymes did "Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See." Everybody stopped and start vibing to it. So that kind of gives me that feel that, everybody can feel that song. They throw the ladies throw their hands in the air, in the car, in the elevators.
They just get it in.
They just get it in.
That reminds you of Vegas or something.
Right.
Big might know about that Vegas. Big might know about that Vegas.
Well, we'll talk about that off camera. I mean, off the show.
That's an episode. You know what I'm saying?
So to me, that was a song of the year. But to me, the album of the year, maybe I'm partial, was that "King's Disease 2" by Nas. Not the first one, but the second one. I like the first one, but the second one, he had more collabs, which is not usually his style. Him having Eminem on there. He had EPMD on there. He had a couple cats on there, and he went to a younger producer, which was really amazing. But I think that album was cool because of the fact that it was a good album. It was Nas, and it was relevant. It wasn't like he just put together some crap and put it out there. It was a shocker that he actually put out 2 albums back to back. So I think that was, to me, was the album of the year because, it was my man. Even though he's a Queens cat, I'm going to give him that because it is what it is. But I think that was, to me, was the album of the year.
Nice.
Of any genre.
So it was I didn't know. That was a fact that I didn't know. That was 2 albums at one time. So he did 2 albums. So he did
the first one was released in 2020, like close to the tail end of 2020. But it came out right behind it. So he didn't have another album. But people really didn't know that he had another album coming. I didn't know it until the word on the street was he got another album coming. I said, God, he just dropped one, and he put another one out. So I think that was cool.
Yeah, for me, that's what's up. Yeah, for me, I actually, I had the album of the. I didn't have a song of the year. I don't know. This year flew by. I didn't do a lot. I can't really say I had a song that stuck out. There was a lot of, good songs, but the album of the year definitely was Nas' "King's Disease," kind of like what you had said, El Bug. Like I really thought that he spoke. I guess me being a little biased to our age group, but still showing it like being relevant. Like you said, mentioning dealing with a younger producer. I just thought that it was, it was just very well put together album. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it wasn't I didn't feel like it was just anything thrown together. And
because
so I really enjoyed that King Disease.
Yeah, that Drake album was trash, and everybody was losing their mind about that. I kept flipping through different songs. All I heard was a bunch of that mumble mouth stuff, garbage, man.
Yeah, I was disappointed in Drake too. I kind of had a toss up between the Nas and actually the Kanye West one. Kanye West is a whole different conversation, a whole different episode. But that Nas one I thought just spoke very well to, at least to me, and I thought it was definitely relevant. Now I had an honorable mention. Is I got to give it to the verses this year, man. I thought that was dope what they did with the verses. I know it's not necessarily an album or a song, but I know I think the verses were very entertaining this year. I definitely love the Kane and KRS-One. I love the Fat Joe and the Ja
Rule, man. It was like me against the world out there, man. He came out there delivered, man.
Yeah. So
man.
Yeah, so I definitely think the verses, Timberland, Swiss Beats, definitely salute to them doing, pushing forward the verses. I know it had some, we had some hiccups with it too.
Oh
But I thought
yeah,
overall,
oh man,
what I'm saying, as they say, for the culture,
the
was much needed.
last one was very messy.
That was the best.
But that's another topic.
That's a whole other episode. We got the episode just alone on verses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We need to do that.
Yeah. We're gonna give a shout out to the diplomats. They retired due to the lock. For those out there and see that, please go back to YouTube and check out the entire episode because the lock shut it down. I think they got the gold standard in regards to the verses this year.
Man, they like killed it, man.
And their last album was a sleeper too. Real talk. Like their last album was dope too.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Stephanie Mills, man, because when your girl was down, I ain't making no joke about because it's serious, but when your girl was down, she stepped up and held it down, man, for Shaka, man. So hopefully I love them both, man. So
I heard Shaka was kind of toe up or something like that.
Yeah, man, it was pretty embarrassing.
It was ridiculous, man. She was twisted. She was worse than Mariah Carey.
But Stephanie stepped up and even started doing Shaka songs, man.
Nice.
Yeah, that's sisterhood. That was a good thing.
Yeah.
That was a good thing.
She's a resident of Charlotte too.
It's just sad that I could go out like that.
Right. Yeah, that's definitely. I did hear that in the interview. I think that was the one with the Drink Champs episode with Alicia Keys, where they were kind of saying that Stephanie Mills represented for sisterhood or whatever. So I definitely got to check that verses out.
Shout out to Shaka Khan. Maybe you should go on Drink Champs next.
Yeah, she did come on GBA, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I let her go to Drink Champs first.
Yeah.
So we have something to talk about.
Numbers. All right, so that's what's up. So that's the songs or album of the year. Again, I didn't no disclaimer. I forgot to do it in the beginning. It's been a minute. That these are just our opinions. You're just riding along with us on our opinion. Don't take nothing personal.
Yeah, we're just joking because we love our sister Shaka. So blame somebody else on that one. Now I ain't guilty of this one, family.
But you got to blame that on alcohol.
blame that alcohol. Yeah, that ain't us. Blame on alcohol for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. So switching gears, staying with entertainment. How about the movie of the year? This one was a little bit difficult for me, but I'll explain why I feel like. But movie of the year, what y'all got?
I'll take the start off with that. I thought, like you said, it was a little interesting to say movie of the year because I had not gone to a movie theater in a while.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, so what movie I'm looking forward to seeing? Because you're just coming home, I'm streaming it or whatever. So, but I'm a James Bond fan. I've been a James Bond fan forever.
Me too.
I've been a James Bond fan forever. I don't care who was James Bond. I've always been a James Bond fan.
Yeah. I was always a Roger Moore fan, but
Yeah, I grew up starting with Roger Moore, but Sean Connery was the man, Sean Connery was the man also. But between the gadgets and the cars and the women,
yes,
and the action, and the cool lines and all that, it's just I love it.
Yeah.
And I just love the London swag. Shout out to our fellas across
the
pond.
Game is sick.
Shout out to my man right now listening out in London, Nigeria, way of London. Shout out to my man. Salute.
Yes, sir.
But the movie of the year to me was No Time to Die. All right, so that was the latest James Bond flick that came out with my man Daniel Craig. He's been representing for the last couple flicks. Did an excellent job. Actually, since it's the end of the year, I might as well say this is the first James Bond that he dies. So
now, is this supposed to be a spoiler alert, y'all? Spoiler alert.
So
now is this supposed to be his last one though, right? Because
it's his last one.
He did. So that's so yes. Unless they're gonna rewrite it.
We think he's dead.
Well,
are they gonna end the James Bond series or?
Well, no, I doubt that they'll end the James Bond series, but for that character, probably will be. Because James Bond got to age out at some point. He can't.
Yeah.
I think he's close to 50. He was still in great shape, looked good and all that, but I think his character is gone. But he went out like a champ. Like if you're gonna go out like James Bond, Yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. I was in my living room like, damn. I ain't gonna say I was crying.
I'm
I'm like, yo, that's my man. You don't die, you multiply. That's James Bond.
Died,
but,
man.
but to me, because to me, he just represented a big piece of my childhood. Because I remember nobody else in my family really was feeling James Bond. Like, you want to see James Bond? I was like, that's James Bond. Like,
I was a big fan, man.
I was a huge fan. You know, I had all the DVDs, we would see, or the VHS tapes and the DVDs, and I seen every single James Bond movie. So to me, personally, that was I might be biased. That was the movie of the year to me.
If you're a big James Bond fan, you always look for how the intro gonna be. You know, what song they gonna end up playing. They had some of the dopest intros of movies, man. Like, you know, he's gonna get out of something, and then the music just drops like that. Right. You know,
because that was they started immediately with action. Immediately with action. Yeah. Then they had, then they dropped the song, and but it was just amazing. I love the whole series from my childhood up until now, and as they continue, I'm gonna ride with them on that.
Yeah. That's definitely a major spoiler alert. That's crucial.
I ain't know that, man. I'm like, man, I don't even want to watch it.
They gotta bring him back, man.
We'll see.
All right. Big Mike, you want to dive on? Or you want me to?
Me personally, I mean, I like the movie Kevin Hart did with Wesley Snipes. You know, that was pretty good.
That's
True story.
Yeah. That was good.
But the movie of the year to me is The Harder They Fall. Idris Elba.
The cowboy movie.
Yeah, I think that was one of the dopest movies I've seen this year.
Nice collab. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, the music, man, the storyline, it was just it was tight, man. And they did a little tribute to Chad. Is it Boswick or Boseman? They did a little tribute to him. You got to catch it, but it's to me that was the movie of the year.
I didn't catch that, but I'm gonna have to check that out to see what that was about. That tribute.
When that was the name of remember the train they was on when they was breaking out Idris' character.
What was the name of the movie? What was the name of the train?
Then that was it was Chadwick. It was named.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, I even noticed that.
Yeah, they named the train that. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
That's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, I mean, pretty much. I was going to follow right. I was going to say the same movie.
A word.
I just thought that I just thought it was just a good movie overall. That I like to see, a black cast that's outside of the norm of, baby mama drama and baby daddy drama and. And just the gangster role, it was gangster, but still Western. I like that it was outside the box of a norm.
Right.
I wish more, and there's some coming up from like a lot of the YouTube movies and producers. That's where these Tyler Perrys I wish would jump on kind of movies like this to bring to the forefront. Because me personally, I'm more of like El Bull, like I didn't go to the movies like that. So I love going to the movies. I'm a movie buff, but. Movie theater junkie, old school with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoy the whole. It's still nostalgic to me to go into the movie theater, right? But I'm more of like kind of like a documentary, docu-series type of guy anyway. But the Harder They Fall, I thought that was really, as they said with the verses, I thought it was good for the culture, man. Just the outside the box type of movie that I think was important for us to see. Even though the story was fictional, those are real characters, and
those are based off real characters.
Was dope that that they're bringing out names that make us research and look into, and I just want to see more of that. So I like to see more of that. All right, that's what's up. All right, so let's go. Let's go ahead and let's switch to this is a fun one. This exercise. Our favorite episode. Oh, yeah, our favorite episode. From GBA, that is. If everybody don't know what I'm talking about, from Guilty by Association, we had an assignment by Mr. L. Bull that we want to pick out our favorite episode. We got some clips that we hope y'all enjoy that maybe some flashback for some of our listeners. Let's jump into our favorite episodes. I guess El Bull, you went first last time. I guess Because boy, you want to go ahead and set it off?
My favorite episode.
Yeah.
All right,
Favorite episode and why, and then we could play the clip.
All right. Well, my favorite episode was Women's Health. All right. So
all right. You want me to play the clip first before you say why?
Yeah, go ahead and play the clip. Let's let the audience hear it, and then I'll explain why that was my favorite episode.
All right.
Your health, looking good or feeling good, you know, in a healthy status.
I think both. I mean, I think looking good and feel. Of course, you want to like feel good, but women, we want to look good. It's all about like how we look. I mean, it goes hand in hand, yes, but you know, it's really about what you eat. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sleep and eat, like how you feel. Most of the time, people don't really feel great. But if you feel good, you're going to look good. So I think they just coincide.
Okay, let me ask you this then. So, and y'all admit, just be truthful. Is it more important to get in that dress, or is it more important to be healthy when you're not wearing that dress?
I'm trying to get in that damn dress by any means necessary.
Okay,
because you got your man right.
Yeah,
I'm
trying to keep him.
Yeah, you got to keep them. You just got to get the dress. Might have a little stretch in it, but you just got to make sure.
Yeah, I need all my clothes to have some spandex and some lycra.
Right, that was hilarious hearing K-Dub talking about those spandex and that she needed no. So you know that was crazy. So tell us why you like that clip, Bug.
Well, what I liked about the clip was the point where it was asking basically, you know, get to the crux of the matter with ladies, you know, feeling good and looking good. And so I thought it was very interesting to see the question was, you know, would you rather look good or feel good? And it was funny just to hear that the honest opinions from them was they didn't pull any punches. I want to look good, but you know but the footnote is I want to feel good too, you know. But they want to fit in that dress more so than the health wise. But I thought it was very interesting just to get other Black females' opinion on the matter of their opinion on women, on their own health, women's health in general. And it was cool to see how health in relation to men and women's health differs. It was cool to see that difference. Like, what's more important to each one? You know, obviously we know we're different because we're male and female, but actually women have a whole lot more they have to deal with in regards to their own health than a man.
Yes.
And they can't ignore. There's a lot of stuff they cannot ignore for a lot of various reasons. But it was just cool to get their opinion. It was cool to kick it with them. Shout out to K-Dub. Shout out to Marla. Shout out to what was the other young lady we had on the show? Alexander.
To my lady, Lady B.
Lady B. Shout out to all those ladies who joined us, and it was a guest on our show this year. 2020 is just small compared to what 2022 is going to be. So I just think it was really cool to have a women's perspective, have those guests. It was great to have repeat guests and get their opinions and trip out with them.
Very intelligent ladies too, you know. Fellas, I know y'all like, yo, they single. I know our male audience out there, but it's all good.
No doubt. All right. So my clip was actually, I guess I'll jump on out there, switch up. My favorite one was the kids, good, bad, and ugly. The kids, good, bad, and ugly. So we'll just check that out. I had started putting a wall up that won't allow me to only get so close to them because I knew, like, yo, me and Moms is kind of ain't quite there yet. I don't know if where it's going to go here. So
now, some of these kids will throw salt in your game, though. Is Alexander? I think I told you this story. Is this one girl was dating, and everything was starting to get real cool, and then she said to her son, I'm gonna use his alias, Joshua. Ain't about time you start thinking about getting your own place? He's like, you only known this ninja for 5 months, and now you want to put me out? I was like, what? she told me that story, I was like, dang, yeah, it's gonna be an issue. It's gonna be an issue.
Yeah. Now, so what do you now? That brought up two things I did want to ask that I had written down to talk about was what do you think about women that make their kids their? Because you hear that phrase, what the kid becomes the woman's husband or vice versa.
Well, let me jump in on that.
Oh man,
Hold on, Mike. Let me jump in on that.
But I definitely got something on that.
I can't say I truly experienced that, but
let me jump in on that.
All right.
So, what I relate to my own or whoever, it's like a generational thing now. Like these women, they latch on to these boys or men and won't let them go.
Yeah.
Like literally, like, oh, he can stay forever. And the man's head spinning. He's still
Yeah.
I'm not saying specifically that was my child in that regard. I'm not saying that. Right. But I'm saying that these mothers, they baby them, they never cut the strings.
Oh yeah.
And they will get them off the bra strap. And you know what? And they'll even say, I know I'm doing too much. I know I shouldn't. I say, okay, well, don't do that then. They go around doing it anyway.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. You're not helping a man become a man by doing that.
No.
And I know Mike, it's kind of like a universal thing, in this generation, in my generation, get up, get out and get something.
Yep.
Exactly. Your mother was sitting with her arms crossed looking at you. What you doing here? Like, it's felines, it's $60, and I'm throwing it way back. But I'm saying, get out of here. You ain't a job.
Yeah, imagine that.
But now the mothers you need some J's. Well, how much? $250?
Yeah.
Well, I can't pay my car note this month. It's gonna be late because whatever. They baby them so much.
Right.
And I know there's gonna be some listeners out there that's gonna touch a nerve, but it's just a fact. So like if you're in a relationship or not even in a relationship, it's best to let a man become a man. I'm not saying out the boy.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's gonna keep doing what you allow him to do.
Yeah, because Yeah, so that episode, that was hilarious. That boy, you had me crying though. Well, first of all, Big Mike, that was a hilarious story about old boy hating on you when the mom's talking about told you need to get a job up there. So your cat just moved in, he gonna let me and then we'll talk about the felines, you know what I'm saying? Dating some of the felines, talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But I know some listeners probably hot playing that back, but it is what it is, young boys gotta grow up. You know what I'm saying? They can't,
Man. Yeah, man. Let them get that.
Yeah, that was classic. So that was just funny to me, especially being a father as well. Obviously, that's personal being, and that episode just talking about the kids. But I just found that episode really fun. I just thought that clip was hilarious. You know what I'm saying? That story at least. Because my man said this ninja move in.
Yeah, man. Yo, when we blow up, man, I'm telling you, a girl, if she listened to it, she gonna know exactly who I'm talking about.
All right, so our last one we have is Big Mike.
Yes. We ain't gonna play we don't gotta play the whole clip, just a little segment of it, but
a little segment of it.
Yeah.
Or we could just do a rundown because it was a special one.
Yeah.
But we could do a little segment of it, or we could just break it down and we could just talk about it if you want to do that.
Yeah, this was on the government assistance. Is it being abused segment? It was around Mother's Day, and we all shared what are the lessons that our mothers shared with us that we still carrying on to this day. All three of us got real deep on that one. I like a lot of our shows though. We all got our moments.
Right.
I mean, we got some great shows. Seemed like we got better and better, but that was one that really stood out.
Yeah, I definitely got to go check that out. I'll make sure we had the link to that episode because that was a very special episode. Especially when again give shout outs to our moms and
shout out to mom.
Shout out to moms. Sir. So all right. So that was a great one for our favorite episodes. We got plenty more. We got 10. Actually, we got today. This episode makes 10 in the books, y'all. So y'all got some out there, some content out there for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll step it up next year.
Double up.
Yes.
All right. So that was great. Flashing back on some of those episodes. So now it's switching gears back to last couple topics here. First one, the biggest story of the year. Our biggest story of the year.
I'm interested to see what you guys think.
So,
you want me to go first?
Okay.
What you got?
I'll take this one. This was one I forgot that even happened this year because it happened so early. I really got two. I got the storming of the Capitol. When all the people, and I'm still surprised nobody got really hurt on that one. And the second one was when word got out about GameStop, and you had people that was like, the stock market was going crazy, and with GameStop, man, you had people that invested $25,000 ended up coming out half millionaires, and then they got the word, and then I'm not gonna say their names because they're big dogs, but that certain app where you can invest in, they shut it down, which really should have been against the law. But when that word got out, that was crazy how people was just getting crazy paid off that, man.
Yep.
Which shows, man, you can beat the system if you get some inside word, or it really shows how much we can control that stock market out here as well. So those are my two biggest stories of the year.
Well, for me, my biggest story, I'm just gonna wrap it up in one word: COVID, man. I just couldn't. There's, that, like you said,
forget about that. You still reminding me of it.
Yeah.
Just saying, yo.
Man,
that's it for me. One word, COVID.
Man, you know what's crazy, man, is them numbers is just climbing now, man. And this ain't going nowhere, man. It's only God can save us out of it.
I think it's gonna be added to the bucket list of whoever. I know there's some listeners and people's opinions, and I don't. Everybody's got their own opinion about flu shots and no flu shots. My wife don't really do flu shots like that, and she's in the pharmaceutical world. But some people I know are not fans of flu shots and things of that nature. But I think it's going to be one of those things. I think moving forward, it's going to be in that same category where you got the flu shot, you're going to have COVID shot, you're going to have allergy season. You take Allegra or whatever you take for your allergy, medicine. I just think it's going to be unfortunate. I think it's going to be one of those things going to be on the to-do list for some people moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see that.
Hey, oh boy, what you got?
Well, I'm on the same line with Big Mike, man. On January 6th, they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, that was crazy, man.
That right there. I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about it.
By itself, though, real talk.
Yeah, what's crazy about it is this. It happened. I don't know what time of day it started or whatever, but I didn't know about it till the end of the day. My cousin texted me.
Me either. Same thing.
I was on the way home, and she said, "Yo, you see the news?" I'm like, "Nah, what's going on now?" I'm like, "It's already COVID, so like, what else is there to talk about?" I said, they bum rushing DC. Like who? About the world. I said the world. So I pulled it up on my phone. The videos and everything else I saw, I could not believe it. These clowns had stormed the Capitol, by means of your boy who set it off, without being political. I'm just saying it was started off by a situation. But just to think about how the government was collapsing on that day. Like they literally stormed and beat up and shot people, and this is in the midst. This goes hand in hand with what Alexander was saying. COVID. This is the middle of COVID. People with masks on grabbing other people. That's what clusters probably broke out of just COVID breakouts right from the Capitol, because everybody came from all over the country to go there, and then they took their COVID on back to their separate homes.
Right.
It was just really
just
crazy.
Like you, I didn't know what had happened either. I didn't know what happened either. I was right in front of Food Lion, and I got a text, "Yo, you seeing the news?" I'm like, and I had that same attitude, like, okay, what now?
Yeah, what now? I mean, right in the middle of COVID, so what else here to talk about?
Yet your boy Tiger King, his attorneys don't get ran off from
Tiger King, like that Carol Baskins.
They said Republicans are not for Tigers killing Tigers, and then they storm the Capitol right after.
And here go their president at that time. I know you're angry.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say, "Look, y'all, go home, shut it down. This ain't the way,
Right.
man. People, oh man,
Yeah,
I just think that to me stood out as a story of the year to me because I mean the good thing is I wasn't personally affected by it. No loved ones of mine were personally affected by it, so it was just amazing to see them folk acting the fool. And then we know we could stay on we had a show, we talked about it. The flip side of it was if it was our kind out there doing that, it would have been a different story altogether.
Yes, it would have been.
Different story altogether. But
National Guard would have been out there, man.
So it was interesting.
They would have blew up the They would blow up the Capitol.
Yeah, they would have dropped a nuclear bomb.
Yeah, man.
Start over.
Use this for a minute.
Start over. and really, man, to be honest with you, it would have been justified when you think about it. That's what make it even crazier, man. They should have been. Let me stop.
Yeah, save another episode.
Yeah, that was it. That was interesting to think about that, man. And while we was doing the research, I hadn't thought about that even until we started getting prepared for this show, because they kind of put it out of sight, out of mind for a while. But now I had to stand and think about it and do my research and looking at the news. But I was laughing, like, "Yo, look at this! Was what was going on?"
Yo, I was joking, like, "Look at them thugs, man! Look at them thugs!"
And remember how we had a show, and then the whole we had mentioned the whole world on the outside of America was talking about America. Like these cats are just wilding over there. Everybody from other countries was looking at us like, "Look at this." It was there's going to be their time to strike.
Right.
Stop to think about it.
Yeah. Tell me, we're going to show you how to really do it.
Yeah, that was interesting. Interesting.
All right. Well, with that segue into the story of the year, but what's the predictions for 2022? What's your prediction for 2022? And this is personal. I had someone ask me this, or I had a discussion about this last week, so it was perfect timing. But go ahead, what you got, Big Mike?
No, I mean, is this personal or how we see the world going, or
both?
Yeah, however you want to answer it.
I see inflation going to really kick up. Some more. I think this is just the beginning. Now that them student loans will be back in effect come February, that's going to put a lot of dent in people's pockets, man. And one thing that scares me too, with all this great, what do they call it, resignation? I think when it comes to the point that people have to get back to work, I think these corporations ain't going to forget. So they're going to start, I think they're going to start lowballing people, or they're going to start working them even harder to, because of, a lot of people, you're going to have to work. And the one thing that the news is not reporting is, we got this great resignation, but where are the people going? Them savings and them credits and all that's going to eventually run out. So if they didn't start their own business, but personally, I see the show doing better, man. When I go back and listen to each episode, man, we get better and better and better, man. We're going to start putting them graphics in more. We're going to start, sounds a little bit better. Personally, man, I want a promotion. I think we all want a little bit more funds, and I want to get more better in shape. I want to be like, Big L. Man. See, I'm putting that plug in you for the ladies, man. So
you won't be like me right now. I'm sore, bro.
But that's basically how I see it, man. What y'all think?
No doubt.
Our prediction.
Definitely been appreciating it with the fellas as well this year. I definitely look forward to us going to that next level as well.
Yeah,
boy, what you got?
Well, in two parts, the prediction I have for 2022, and I'm no Swami or no fortune teller. I got two parts. I predict for myself and also predict what's going on happening in the world. First one, I'm kind of go with you, Big Mike. Is things will get worse next year. When I say worse, I think people really in this year has kind of made people lazy in the respect, mentally speaking, because everybody's found a way to get by without doing nothing, without doing anything, I should say.
Yes.
So I think, like you said, when that cushion, when that glass floor is removed from underneath them, what are they going to do? Because cats got to go back to work. That unemployment is going to run out. Those loans, they're going to want, people start getting evicted. again, things coming to an end in regards to a lot of different government assistance programs and things of that nature. So I think that reality is going to slap people in the face, because it's going to be a breaking point for the economy in which people will be forced to get back to do things they need to do. Unless like COVID goes full stream all over again. If that was the case, I could see everything kind of reverting. But I think the world's it's going to get worse. And when I say worse, in a lot of different ways, so on the flip side of that, because of that, I predict for myself, since I got through this bit of drama through the year 2021, I'll be better prepared for 2022. So my grind is going to be that much stronger. My focus is going to be that much, more sharper. My relationship with God is going to be that much tighter, because I had to rely on Him 110% in order to get through this year for a lot of different reasons. So thankfully, health wise, I'm good. My family is doing well, things of that nature. But I just predict that, for me to progress, I'm going to continue to do the things I did in 2021, but at a higher level, So I just think that because of the fact that I wasn't, had that, looking through that, those rose colored glasses, whereas everything was fogged around me, I'm ready, so now to go forward.
Nice.
I want to add on something that El said that's true though. Man, you right, man. You have to, and I hope my listeners listen to this. You're gonna have to prepare. It's COVID should have woke a lot of people up. I mean, prepare in different ways. Shoot, I'm prepared now if the gym shut down. I got equipment in the house this time. I'm not stopping. You got to get your skill levels up. What if you're going for a new job, ask them, are they prepared if COVID happens again? Can you work from home, or what do they have in place? But I agree with you, El, man. We all need to prepare, man. And I hope our listeners, if you listen to anything we're saying, please prepare for next year, because I do agree it's going to get worse.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm honored to be working with some good brothers right here. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I love y'all, man. Y'all.
Yeah, no doubt, man. It's the same here, man. For real. It's funny because I had a student asked me this question, like, what about what I thought, and same thing, like y'all, two parts to it, personal and professional, I guess. But the question was asked from a student, was like, what do you predict the theme going to be for next year? At the time, I said, and then listen to y'all and think different, but I was going to call it the rebound year. I feel like people are going to try to come back from, of course, obviously COVID, and try to, prepare for that, and trying to, try to get somewhat their life back together. But I initially, themed or thought the theme would be a rebound year for people to get back on their feet, get back focused. But I also have to agree with y'all that something that you said, Big Mike, is that I think, unfortunately, there are going to be companies and businesses that are going to be somewhat resentful. You know what I mean? They're going to be feeling some kind of way. They're going to be favoring people who are there, and they're going to have some kind of feelings about people coming around Johnny come late. Because when they ask you what you've been doing this past year, right? What can you say unless you were locked up? You know what I'm saying? Or you got COVID over here. You one of them cats, so I hate it because, like we had on one of our early episodes, my biggest thing was hey, to each their own, this is going to be the resignation year, whatever. Ones I worried about was folks that had records, that I feel like this was their year to come up, and even going into 22, it could be their year coming up, because as long as people are resonated for different reasons. I get it, because companies were treating people, some kind of way. So, I definitely understand that. So, no, again, listeners, just our opinion. But those are the ones I worried about were individuals that have records, or, or checker passes, that always used to hear that complaint about, I can never get opportunity, never get a chance. This is your chance.
They're hiring everybody now.
Yeah, you're right, man.
We have together to get that work experience going, so to make it easier for you moving forward, so you can rebound in 2022 and get or whatever. But I don't want to get preachy with that. But that was my whole prediction. I think there could be a rebound year for folks. Of course, the Omicron or whatever definitely came out of nowhere with stuff. But
I forgot to put that in there.
You said that ain't going. Yeah. So a person like y'all, same thing. Personally, continue working out, diet regimen, staying healthy is probably this year. Probably I felt the best I felt in a long time. This year, I want to continue better myself, even like as a husband, dad, friend, just in as a person as well, and just continue to challenge myself professionally as well. Meaning, step out of the box with certain things, out of my comfort zone, with even for work wise and even personally too. So I just want to continue bettering myself going into 22. So no doubt. All right.
Hey, hold on. I just want to add on to something that from what you just said. Shout out to Guilty by Associations, which was spawned from 2020. We spawned from COVID. The brainchild of Alexander, who got this group together. So give him a shout out because of the fact that through the bad times, I can see these brothers have persevered. I seen them grown through the year. It's good to see that you cats didn't just let something around you just engulf you. We actually turned a negative to a positive. And that's what GBA is about. So we give
y'all helped me out more than y'all know, man. I was having a rough. Here. I mean, I'm just glad things turned around for me, man. It's amazing. You can be going through something, and then when you get out of it, you like, okay, I've realized why I went through that. Now I can help somebody else who been there. Now I know how to prepare. So, that's another show, but I'm already anxious to see what's going to be our first show in next year, man.
Right. Because GBA is about making moves. So
man. And man, Alexander, what you said earlier, I forgot all about that jewel you dropped when you told convicted felons or people that had stuff on their record that, look, this is your year to come up.
It's the time to grind.
Yeah, man. So you predicted the future right there, man. So
yeah, you did.
We did it. We did it as a family thing, man. And I like you said, I'm so proud of all of us in our growth, personally, spiritually, physically, mentally, and it's just been, like you all said, this is where I kind of been more therapy than anything else, just to be able to, get things off, share. This is stuff that we kind of been talking about for a minute, all of us individually, and then we, come together. So
we all put it together.
No doubt.
When as soon as you said L Boogs down, I'm like, okay, I'm in.
So let's do it.
Oh, good.
Big Mike was talking about. Big Mike called me. I said, let's do something. I said, all right, let's do it. I said, but let's just pull L Boog in here and see what happens. And then we mix it all up and see what we got. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate the invite, fellas.
No doubt. All right, so to wrap things up, I think we wanted to make sure we don't want to end on a somber note, but just also salute more or less to celebrate people that was lost this year. So we want to make sure we acknowledge some names of some folks this year. I don't know, anybody want to run some names out?
Man, I got so many, man. I'm not gonna go through them all, but
and we probably gonna overlap. I guarantee it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was surprised, man. I gotta get like 20, man. But I ain't gonna do them all. But the most recent one, Kango Kid, man, UTFO, man. It's like wow. And I'm just gonna go real quick. Alpo.
You said Alpo. Harlem legend.
Alpo. Lee Elder, the first black golfer to play in the prestigious golf tournament.
Nice.
Melvin Van Peebles. Michael K. Williams, who played Omar on The Wire. Chucky Thompson. One of the hitmen from Bad Boy. The dude who made all them nice melodic sounds.
Who did joints for Mary and everybody.
Biz Markie.
Yeah.
Biz Markie. Clarence Williams, who played the father in Purple Rain and Sugar Hill.
Yep.
Oh man, that was my
Yeah, that's my dude. Paul Mooney. Shock G from me too, man. Shock G from Digital Underground, Black Rob, DMX, Elgin Baylor, Hall of Fame basketball player, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, my dude, man.
Yeah.
Wow. Irv Cross, if a lot of y'all don't know, he's one of the first black guys to be on like CBS Sports doing the games. He was before I can't name my man right now. Frederick K. Price, the pastor. He was one of the before the TD Jakes, the Creflo Dollars. You know, he's the one that built the mega churches. Mary Wilson of the Supremes. Diana, you the last one left. You know. Prince Markie D of the Fat Boys, Cicely Tyson, and Hank Aaron. Those are the ones
Nice.
that have.
Wow.
Book.
Well, he uncovered.
Is anybody not on your list?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you who he did not cover. Somebody we didn't forget about is DMX. You know, the dog. The dog.
Yeah.
You know, he died this year. So shout out DMX. Goes to his family. Sonny Chiba. I don't know if you guys know who Sonny Chiba is.
I heard the name. I'm trying.
Old school Chinese kung fu flick masters, man. He was actually also in Kill Bill. He was the general of the Crazy 88s.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The bald guy is the
man.
general.
I love that movie, man.
Sonny Chiba. He did a lot of old school kung fu flicks when I grew up. You know.
Yeah,
Sonny
I heard
Chiba
the name a lot. Yeah.
Somebody I know y'all didn't know died was Screech from Saved by the Bell. Dustin Diamond, Screech.
Screech with guy, he got swollen everything. What?
Screech, he gained a couple pounds.
He became a pretty boy for a hot second.
No, you talking about this Mario Lopez. Not him.
Nah, Screech did too.
Well, he gained some weight, but he died at 44. You know,
what did he die from, man? I forget.
I think it was something with cancer related, man. If I'm not mistaken, cancer related. He was 44.
Oh, okay.
He's already said Cicely Tyson. You did Hank Aaron. He got everybody. He got Michael, Omar from The Wire, my man, Michael Williams, Bismarck, You got everybody on my list, man. Yeah. I mean, it's not like it's a competition, but it just it's just sad to see all these cats die, you know. And it's crazy. You know how the year is. It's what 11 days left of this year. There'll be more. Unfortunately,
man.
Yeah. So we definitely want to give our Bill Cosby. No, he stopped me.
You know what? That was a big story when you think about it, man. The way he got out, man.
Forgive me, but no, definitely our condolences to everyone that was on the list. I'm not even going to try to go down the list. I knew we had enough. Unless you want to, you got one more, gotcha.
No, I just got to put this what I heard, man. I don't know if it's true, but I heard even Bill Cosby thinking about helping R. Kelly out, man. That's what I heard, man.
That's a whole other episode.
Man. So I don't know if it's true, but
I know he's a comedian too, man. Come on, man.
That'd be crazy, man.
Come on, man.
That'd be crazy.
I do want to say, I know we old heads in here, but give shout out some of these young rappers out here getting killed out here.
Oh my God, man!
You gotta be careful out here with this. You know, one thing I come to realize, man, after that young Dolph, right? And this young Dolph, man. Y'all be careful out here with this trolling, man. This ain't the game, man. It ain't the 2000. You trolling now. These people out here to get you now. You know what I'm saying? So all that bickering, made that money, man. Make that money and move on, man. Don't be trying to be bickering back and forth with some of these, online bullies and trolling you and all that. These people killing folks out here trolling, man.
Yeah, man. If you got a kids and wife at home, man, you ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, man. Forget what they think, man. Oh, I'm keeping it real and still hang out. Man, you got people you living for now, man.
Exactly. So, I guess I speak on behalf of GBA. Want to definitely give our condolences to all of those lost someone this year, to your families, and a sincere condolences. So, well, fellas, on the good note is that we go into 2022. We got another year ahead for some more hot topics and episodes and discussions and dialogues. And so I don't know. This been good, man. It's been good, fellas. What about y'all?
Man. It's ended pretty good, man. It was like El Book discussed earlier, man. I had to overcome some stuff this year, man, but it all turned out, man. Well, man. Thanks to the family and friends who supported, man, and our future fans. I'm praying for our future fans. They coming.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're gonna jump on the wave, and I appreciate y'all, man. It's been been my getaway, man. I was tired, man. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to bring it today, but yo, man, as soon as we get the rolling, man, I get that second win, I'm good, man.
There it is.
I'm good.
There it is. And I think next year.
Any last thoughts? You got something you want?
Yeah, I just think that we want to thank all our listeners. I want to thank you, brothers, who are here on the screen with me. It was really cool. Like Big Mike was saying, we all had to overcome something during the course of the year, you know, or struggle or deal with some adversities during the course of the year, due to COVID, due to any type of family situation or mental status or whatever the case may be. It was just cool to get through that, not alone. So it was just cool to understand we're not alone in that situation. But I look forward to next year. I think that we discussed off the mic that hopefully at some point we do some in-person interviews or on-site shows, change venues, things of that nature. So, you know, everybody who's listening, look out. You might be in a neighborhood near you, knocking on your door, in your backyard.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir. I echo y'all as well. Thanks to everyone that has supported us this year thus far. And we're trying to bring it back again this year. Thank you, brothers, for holding it down. I gotta give congratulations to y'all. I think all of us had some kind of come up this year, so we got to make sure man. I think we all had some kind of promotions this year. So 21 did show some fellas some love.
Yeah, it did. It did, man.
And I know we got more to come. And but
thank you to the ladies that we had on the show again. I know we shouted them out earlier, but we can't forget them, man. And we'll be bringing them back,
and new guests. So
yes, sir.
Just be ready for more in-depth shows, heated arguments, discussion, conversations. So I think that it's going to be very interesting as we move forward. You know, we got our feet wet. We're looking forward to doing more and more, and hopefully we can bring more episodes and content to those who are listening out there.
No doubt. So on that note, please make sure you like and subscribe. You know, everyone that's listening, be safe, enjoy the holidays, and we look back bringing it again. So on that note, make sure you like, subscribe, share, everything, all that good stuff. And we thank you all. And on that note, I'm Alexander.
I'm Big Mike.
Mel Boogie.
We out.